It's a case that made headlines for over a year. A Lethbridge man who had been living in Calgary went missing in November of 2019. The last place 26-year-old Marshall Iwasa was known to be was in Lethbridge, Alberta in the early morning hours of Monday, November 18th, 2019, when he was leaving his storage locker. A week later, his truck was found torched in the back country near Pemberton, British Columbia, but Marshall has never been found. Marshall's case has been classified simply as a missing persons case, but his family has strong suspicions that it could be criminal in nature. Marshall's been missing now for more than a year and a half, but his sister Paige Fogan is still holding out hope that someone somewhere has seen or even knows something. Paige Fogan joins me to talk about her brother. Paige, I know it's been a while since we've chatted, but what's the latest in this case and in your search?
For us, we're just trying to figure out the best way to keep Marshall in everyone's minds and, making sure everyone's still aware that we're still looking, he's still missing, we're still looking for tips or leads. Um, Last year our team organized like a really big search up at the truck site, and from there, not much was found. I think for us, it just kind of reaffirmed that maybe he wasn't ever up there. We're not quite sure where he could be, but looking forward, what does that mean for us moving into this summer? And for us, I think what we're going to try and do at this point is continue to bring awareness by having a new updated um, poster that will include a lot of his tattoos because he has very unique tattoos. So this summer, what we're hoping to do is have a few different billboards in a few different provinces, just to kind of help keep bringing awareness. And if people are out and traveling in the summer, if the borders still aren't open and people are traveling a lot by vehicle, especially around in Canada, we're hoping to increase awareness that way.
Now, you mentioned that Marshall had some very unique tattoos. Maybe let's talk about those. This could be a good identifier.
He's got a koi fish, and then on the outside of the bicep would be the kanji, or kind of like towards the inside will be the kanji of our last name, the Japanese lettering for our last name, and then some flowers and waves, and that kind of wraps around his whole arm. Then on his same side, on his rib cage, he has, I don't know exactly how it's described. It's, to me, it's like it has a specific name, but it's almost like an octopus with a mask or a squid with a mask. And then on his chest, he has two different tattoos on each pectoral. One of them is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and another one is like a samurai tiger.
I think from the beginning page, you would agree that this case has been incredibly bizarre. You've got two different fire investigators, one saying that it's arson, the other saying it's not arson, or inconclusive anyway, and then other factors that have made this case so very difficult.
I think that's like across the board. Every time we do things with Marshall's case and we explain it to people, it's just a head scratcher. Like, so many things don't make sense. There's so many gaps of information. We have never to this day found out how the truck wound up there. Um, no surveillance, no trail of anything, whether that's cell phone, banking records, nothing has ever shown us even like what route the truck might have taken. We never have found that out. And that's something it's been pretty difficult because it makes it really hard for our family to even guess where do we go next. So say we were to plan another search, we don't even know where we would start at this point. And there is so much space between here and where his truck was found. And that's just the final ending spot of the truck. We don't know where the truck was before that. It could have made it to Vancouver and then gone back towards where it was eventually found, or it could have just ended up there. But we've never found answers to those questions that we have.
And how is the family coping with all of this?
It's hard. It's hard. When this all went down, I was living in a different country and we've moved back now. And it's hard to kind of start getting back to some level of normalcy as far as like, going to work, living my life, and still having this go on and not have answers. That's so challenging. It's such a weird place to be in. To be back in the city I grew up in, but my brother's not here, is just terrible, and really a challenge.
Thank you so much for your time to speak with us about this, Paige. We know this is a difficult time, and we really appreciate you coming on. That was Paige Fogan, a sister of Marshall Iwasa, who has been missing since November of 2019. If anyone has any information on Marshall's whereabouts, please contact Lethbridge Police Service or Crime Stoppers or the National Center for Missing Persons and Unidentified Remains. We need to take a short break, but we'll be right back.